Well, 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 look who's crawled back to YouTube because they want some views. Time to do what everyone else is doing and talk about James Charles. Where have I been? Ask no one. I've been sleeping for the past 2 weeks because reptilians need to hibernate every month or so. When I awoke from my slumber, I saw that everyone was just going on about James Charles. So I thought, it's time to turn on the camera. Make some money. If the microphone doesn't work this week, then I'm fucking deleting my whole YouTube channel. I don't care. Great energy to start off a video with. So James Charles has done an oopsie. Again. Questioning life choices right now. It's 1 AM again, as usual. Of course it is. I only film at 1 AM. I agree. James Charles is in a sister scandal, which essentially is every other day for him at this point. By the way, I really don't care about what my hair is doing. I'm just trying to get through this, whatever this is going to be. Suppose I should preface this all by saying that I like James Charles. I watch his content. I'm subscribed. You could call me a sister if it wasn't for the fact that I'm 102. But he can't take any sort of criticism, so this video is going to sink like a sack of sister shit. So recently, James Charles, who needs no introduction, announced he was going on tour. He's probably already on tour by the time that this video gets uploaded, because on the Alizee channel we pay no heed to the concept of the passage of time. So at the time of the announcement, it wasn't really specified what exactly the tour was going to consist of, but what got everyone sister shook was the price of some of the tour tickets. Let's go on to sisters-tour.com and look at some of the options. Humour me. Pretend that you don't already know what has happened. So you can get different tiers of tickets. Cheapest one starts at regular ticket, $52 plus taxes and fees. What's included? Seated ticket to the show. 20 random tickets will be upgraded to meet and greet day of show. Why can't I read? Look, my forehead's back, but loads of you have missed that. VIP ticket, which is $99.50. This good and fresh VIP ticket to the Sisters Tour guarantees preferred seating to see James Charles live as he brings his vision to the centre stage. With your premium VIP ticket, you'll also receive an exclusive tour laminate hand signed by James, early access to other exclusive James Charles merchandise. You get a post meet and greet and photo of James. Preferred, when he first announced tour, like, it was different. He got a lot of backlash from the tickets, so he had to like change them a little bit. So originally it was only the Sisters VIP that got to meet him, I believe. VIP Plus, which is $250 plus taxes. You get a Meet James, goodie bag for James' favourites, chance to be brought on stage for interactive segments, preferred venue seating behind Sister VIPs, preferred access to merchandise. Then the Sisters VIP, which is $500, which is what a lot of people are going mental about at the moment, or they were last I checked, which was probably last year. You get a private catered hangout with James Charles. Brilliant. Totally worth $500. Also, weird thing to note, when he announced these tickets, it said that pages weren't allowed. Apparently, this is the 80s. Turns out I slept so long that we've gone full circle and we're back in the 80s. Which is cool, because I always wanted to see like Bill Hicks and George Carlin live, born in the wrong era. So when the tickets were announced, it was immediately met with backlash on Twitter, which caused James Charles to tweet out, "I'm currently talking to my team about the ticket prices. I understand the frustration and want everyone to be able to attend, but please understand that it's very expensive to drive across the country with an entire team of tour staff and put on shows at huge venues all summer long. The venues hold several thousand people because the tour has been in high demand. Trust me, I wish I could see everyone, but it's physically impossible to meet thousands of people daily, which is why there has to be different ticket packages. I promise you that I'm trying to lower them to be as affordable as possible. I personally am doing this tour for fun and to say thank you, but please remember there is a huge team and company working hard in this tour that had to be paid and had to make a profit as a business. I'll keep you all posted." So there's a few things I want to pick on here. Not for any other reason than fun, innit? Make tickets more affordable. More affordable for who exactly? For you or for other millionaires? I'm doing this tour for fun and to say thank you to you, presumably the viewer. Doesn't really make much sense to me. People are going to pay $100 for the opportunity for James Charles to thank them. I just want to say thank you for supporting me for the low price of $500. PayPal link in description. Have to make a profit. Now, this one's interesting because you know, you say it's for fun and to say thank you, but then have to make a profit. I understand businesses have to make a profit, but let's do a little few calculations, shall we? So say a venue holds 2,500 people, which I think a lot of these hold that, if not more, and he sells out for $50 a ticket. That's about $125,000 made in one night. Yes, he has people to pay, and the venue will take a cut of that, but trust me, he's making a pretty profit off of it. And he is worth 12 million. His net worth is $12 million. I am just saying. But I do really like how it says VIP tickets get early access to merchandise vendors. Like, you get to be an hour early to spend more money. What a perk. I don't really get what the show is going to be about though. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's not... I think Kim Kardashian's makeup artist charges $500 for like a makeup masterclass. But that's different than watching someone's put makeup on their face, surely. Are people really going to be paying to watch James put makeup on his face? If only he had a channel on a particular website where you could watch him do that hundreds of times with hundreds of different looks, all for free. Also, will the people who have to sit right at the back of these venues have to watch a projector? Because that's literally the equivalent of watching a YouTube video, but just on a bigger screen. Sorry, I'm loving it. I love it when just everyone loses their shit over bullshit online. It's brilliant. It feeds me. Imagine paying... This is going to ruin any chances ever of a James Charles collab. But imagine paying $500 to watch someone put the wrong shade of foundation on their face. Alizee, you can't talk and make up shit. Yeah, well, like, I'm not a makeup artist, so... And it's $500 pre-tax. Because, like I said earlier, that's a thing in America. Do you reckon we can use code James for 10% off? Maybe 50% off. 90% off. I mean, even TanaCon was $65, and at least that came with a free suntan. It comes with a goodie bag, though. $500 you get a goodie bag. Those goodie bags better come with $500 inside. That'll make it worth it. Remember the TanaCon goodie bags that came with condoms in them? I love Tana Mojo, man. But those will come in handy right now for when James fucks you with these ticket prices. Always be safe, kids. For $500, I would expect James Charles to face-tune me in real life. For $500, I would expect a year's membership of Adobe Photoshop CC 2019 AD. Look, I'm all about knowing your worth, because of course I am. I'm fantastic. But there is something quite arrogant about deciding that the price of meeting you initially is $500. Sounds like someone is a bit of a narcissist to me. I hate myself, man. Questioning life choices at 1 AM. James Charles pretends $47 is a lot of money for ingredients to seem relatable to his fan base.
No!
Yeah.
It cost $47 for the ingredients of this?
Yeah.
You are kidding.
No.
Oh my god! $47?
Not worth it in any way.
No!
Also, James Charles sells VIP tickets for $500 to said fan base.
And this is not worth it in any way, shape, and or form. For the time, nor the money.
I think James Charles, Sir James Charles, who's definitely going to watch this video, you need to cater to your audience more. You're primarily young audience. Your audience that primarily consists of 13-year-old girls. Your young audience who you know are now going to beg their parents relentlessly for these $500 tickets. You know they're going to do it. At the time of me shooting this, they already have. Like, it's mainly sold out. This is the same young audience who sold out your palette several times over, who bought Sisters Apparel merch, who watched all your 6 mid-roll ads you put on your 30-minute videos, and who essentially gave you the views in the first place to get to this point where you can charge a ridiculous amount of money for meet and greet tickets. An obscene amount of money for them to have the privilege of breathing the same air as you. It's not really that cool, is it, mate? Also, originally, what cracks me up is even babies needed to have had tickets to go in. Apparently, this is a venue-by-venue basis, but I'd understand if it's because you didn't want young children to come, but in that case, just make it so like under 5s aren't allowed to go. Babies having to pay for tickets does look like a massive money grab, just FYI. Would a pregnant lady Need to buy 2 tickets. What about a co-joined twin? These are the real questions that I don't see any of you people asking. This has now been changed that babies can come free, though why would you want babies in a venue screaming? They got nothing to scream about. It should be me screaming. But that just proves that they could have gotten in for free in the first place. A little bit conflicting because I totally see everyone's view on this. Free market. The free market dictates. No one's being forced to buy any tickets. Absolutely, of course not. No one's holding a gun to anyone's head being like, you've got to spend $500 to meet James Charles and maybe you make it up by him. Like, it's not happening. But on the other hand, these online fandoms are a little bit like cults. Children are basically dumb. I'm not sorry if you're offended by that, because if you're offended by that, you are a child. And if you're a child, get the hell off my channel. No under 18s allowed. But yeah, children are kind of dumb and they are easy to exploit. Nerd City did a whole video on how Jake Paul exploits young children with his merch, for example. You can go look at that if you want. Do what you want, really, I don't care. And knowing how fanatic your own fan base is, like, you know full well that these children are just going to beg their parents relentlessly for tickets, but then it's down to the parents to buy them as well. So I see everyone's viewpoint on it. I just think everyone's a little bit in the right, in the wrong. True centrist me. But it's not even that expensive to see BTS, who are undeniably one of the biggest boy bands in the world right now. And I saw just an hour ago, I'm Alex put his video up on this. James Charles is not as famous as BTS, come on. Or Beyonce. And the difference with like a band charging a lot of money. Let's use BTS as an example. They're bringing all of their technicians, all of their performers, all of their backstage like staff with them on these tours. So there genuinely is like hundreds of people and management companies behind this. James Charles, he has a management company, but it's not gonna be hundreds of people behind this tour. Like, let's be realistic. Come on, man. Tickets to see Will and E live were only 40 quid. You could pay extra for the meet and greet, and then all proceeds from that went to charity. Which is nice of the lads, isn't it? Say you love money and be done with it, really. There's nothing wrong with that. Just say it. Say it out loud. See how it feels. People always say, don't say this, don't say that. But just say it out loud and see how it feels. I usually go see Russell Brand when he does gigs in London because, you know, got to support your boys. And he always makes the time to meet and greet people after the show or even during the show if there's an interview. And interview, I can't fucking do words, mate. Interval. And I've never seen him charge people for the pleasure for it. But talking about like a gig, though. Not like a book tour. And he's always mobbed. And he's even been in films and stuff. Oh, Russell, he's been in films and stuff. I do watch James Charles, but I wouldn't pay £500 to meet him. We've switched currency because I'm not a Yank. Even though it would destroy his public image somewhat, I would just love it if he came out and just said point blank, I want to make a fat profit. I love money. I need to pay for my LA mansion somehow. To have more respect for him if he was just upfront about it. He's 19. He's worth $12 million and he moved to LA, so he's part of the LA scene. So I think it's expected for him to be a little bit out of touch. It's expected for him to be a little bit money hungry. Let's be realistic. A lot of people in his rather unique position would lose touch a little bit. In the interests of being fair, I would like to say, thank God I didn't try and do this when I was 18 or 19 and became famous from any of this. I'll be a right wanker. Think a lot of people would. But it would just be funny if people like James were just more transparent and just straight up were just like, I love money. Give me your money. I'd PayPal him $10 if he said that on camera. And also, the thing about James Charles is he has this whole management team behind him. I think he has like a producer, a manager, and even a script writer for his videos. So sure, he's young and he's a bit money hungry, but who are these people around him that thought, this is a good idea, this won't get us into a scandal or garner any sort of backlash? Where were his advisors who should know better? Can I have their job? I'll do a great job at advising him on how to deal with his public image. It's kind of like Tanacon, right? Yeah, she was 20 at the time. Legally an adult, of course. When you're old like me, though, when you're at least when you get to your 200th birthday, as I did some time ago, you do understand and realise that the majority of people under the age of 25 are nitwits, are foolish. The majority of people in general are foolish, but the rational and emotional side of your brain hasn't fully developed until the age of 25, so a little bit more foolish. Where was the management? Like for Tanacon, where was her manager? When all that happened? Where were the people being like, maybe this isn't such a good idea? This is why you should never surround yourself with yes men, kids. Gotta keep it real. I only surround myself with people that hate me, for example. All my friends despise me. And that's just why I'm so down to earth. What's always interesting is to see how people react in these situations, under pressure. James Charles reacted by going on a blocking spree and even blocking and unfollowing fans of his who criticised him for this. Nothing shows how grateful you are to your supportive fan base by blocking a bunch of them because they're upset that they can't afford to see you in the first place on your tour. If he ever saw this video, he'd probably try to block me. But he can't because I deactivated Twitter. Can't get blocked if you've blocked yourself. Quite a few other YouTubers have agreed with his decision to do this because yeah, capitalism, free market, what a beautiful time to be alive, what a wonderful world we live in. I understand that side. I ain't no commie. But it is a little bit greedy. And it is a little bit exploitative, let's be real. He's at full liberty to charge what he likes, but it's a little bit out of touch. We're at full liberty to criticise that as well. Like, of course, Philip DeFranco thought it was fine. Philip the fuck ass. Philip the fuck out of here. I won't stop until my beef makes his shit show. I won't stop until my beef with Philly cheesesteak makes his awful show. Drama Alert is the only show we watch around here. Drama Alert is the only trusted news source we have on YouTube. But of course Philly D thinks it's fine. He's just testing the water because that's what he'd like to charge if he was given the chance. Trust me on this, fam. Where's your Patreon money, Phil? Where is it? There's also some other shit that's been going on with James Charles recently that I want to dive into. Just quickly. He promoted some tablets called Sugar Bear Hair, which is like vitamins for your hair because apparently people haven't heard of eating fruits and vegetables and nuts.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend one at Coachella and they really helped me and my friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys probably already know about their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins. And first of all, they taste so bomb. But most importantly, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently and it always comes late at night when I'm laying in bed thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed and they've been really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
Then another beauty guru called Tati, I don't know. She's friends with James, or something. I don't fucking know / care. I'm going to talk about it anyway and give my uninformed opinion on it because all the drama channels keep going on about it. She cried about it on Instagram stories because Sugar Bear Hair is a competitor of her own brand called Halo.
Hey guys, who is having a crappy day? Raise your hand right now. But I'm literally sitting here in my studio. Like I can't film. And this never happens to me where I feel like I'm here, I know what I should be doing, I should be working, I should film, and I just can't. I feel really lost, and I feel in my community especially, like I feel really lonely. And through this whole journey of YouTube, I feel like I have been someone who's been super supportive to my friends, and it's been really crap to feel like, not that you should do things to get support, but like, you know, friends should support one another. That's how it should be. And, you know, when you do so much for people in your life and they not only don't return the favor, but they just don't even see you. Like, I get it. I fucking get it. I'm just so upset. I feel really used, and that's the bad part of Hollywood. Welcome to show business. Everybody says what they need to say and uses who they need to use to get ahead, and I have had about enough. I've had about enough.
James then got some backlash for being a bad friend. Some people even called him money hungry. Can't imagine why. I haven't seen any evidence presented to me that could indicate James Charles being money hungry. None at all. Baseless accusation. But anyway, Tati? Dunno. Not gonna look it up. Tati's 37 and James Charles is 19. Maybe it's just me. I'll concede. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I'm British. Maybe it's because I'm a cold, heartless lizard person. But I think uploading a video of yourself crying over something so not that serious is emotional manipulation. I went there. Oh boy, I went there. Maybe I'm just a sociopath, of which I don't doubt. But you're crying on the internet because someone almost 20 years younger than you promoted another brand. It's just a bit over the top really, isn't it? And she never said directly in the video that it was about James. She alluded to friends not being supportive of her when she'd been supportive of them, which is all very, very passive aggressive. Like if you're gonna upload a video of yourself crying on the internet about something I would say so minor, at least call them out. Just be like, look James, look what you've done. I don't get it, like if you're gonna be public about it, then be public, otherwise this is all just completely passive aggressive. It's like the equivalent of a mum on Facebook making a status being like, oh my god, I've just had enough of all this. And then people are like, oh babe, PM me, what's up? And then the mum replies being like, nothing babe, DW, don't want to talk about it. It's like that. Just American. Like, sort your issues out privately or call that person out like dead ass. Just do it. I only noticed this because a bunch of like little sycophants were demanding this apology from James to Tati, even though he already did issue an apology. But that's not good enough for the omnipotent audience. Where's the self-flagellation, right? He needs to be crucified for the errors, the heinous crimes that he has committed. It's so weird, these little stands. Like, how do you know that he didn't give her a proper apology in private? What difference to your life does it actually make at all? YouTube is actually a very calculated industry. People who are YouTubers, like there's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes that people just aren't aware of. In fact, maybe, right? Stay with me, conspiracy theory with Alizee Easy Time. Maybe this was all just a ploy to promote her brand because now all these tea spill drama channels that keep getting like, you know, chucked in my recommended on YouTube are now making videos about how he's a bad friend. So maybe this was their plan all along. You honestly cannot tell on YouTube what's pre-planned drama and what's actually legitimate. It's so calculated, these people. It's all PR. I wouldn't be surprised if actually it was premeditated. They just rung each other up like, oh, I just want to cause some drama. Brilliant. All in cahoots with each other. No, it would be funny if Sugar Bear hair was included in the goodie bags on the James Charles tour. So what have we learned from this video? Absolutely nothing. But what is the one lesson that you can take away from this video, from my incessant ramblings at 1 AM? That Keanu Reeves would never do this to any of you. He would never do this to us. He would never promote vitamins for like hair growth or something that probably don't work. And he would never charge $500 for a meet and greet. In fact, he would probably give you $500. He's just that type of person. So the lesson for today is Keanu Reeves is the only pure and good person left on earth. Thank you for watching this video. I don't really care either way. Like, if people want to waste 500 smackers on watching James Charles put on foundation with yellow undertones when he's clearly got pink undertones, then be my guest, go nuts. Like, it's your money, do what you want. Basically, to sum up this video, I think it's fine to act trashy as long as you're just upfront and honest about it and just say, I am trash, give me $500 for it. He's not trash. I don't think he's a bad human. I think he's young and in that LA scene and he's got maybe too many dollar bill signs in his eyes. Listen, anyway, I'd like to take the time to announce that I am going on tour, and for the low price of $5,000 dues, you can come and let me spit on you. I'm joking, that's not going to happen until next year. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I upload new videos whenever I like. We won't always go on about, I know the last video was about Alfie bloody days, and now this is about James bloody Charles. We aren't always going to go on about YouTube drama, of course not. But couldn't resist just taking the piss, mate, do you know what I mean? But I got a bunch more videos planned for this week. I'm going to go now, back to, you guessed it, sleep. So, I'll see you next time, if I ever wake up. God, I hope I never ever wake up.